Today we're making a rhubarb, thyme, and juniper made from primarily a thyme simple syrup, clarified rhubarb juice, which we're going to make ourselves, a salt solution, which sounds kind of weird. The base is going to be a non-alcoholic gin, which we're going to buy for today. Also verjus rouge, which is, what is verjus rouge?
It's grapes that would be made into wine but not allowed to ferment.
Verjus rouge is grapes that would be made into wine but haven't been allowed to ferment. To make our thyme simple syrup, we have 75 grams of cane sugar and 75 grams of boiling water. And using our absurdly long spoon, we're just going to stir it up. Now we're actually going to let this cool while we make our clarified rhubarb juice. Okay, this is rhubarb. Rhubarb is a very tart vegetable, kind of tastes like a sour apple, meets like celery a little bit. Just chop it into little pieces. And we're gonna add it into a blender. You could also use a juicer for this, but I don't have a juicer, which is why you gotta keep watching and tell your friends so I can afford a juicer. So let's start blending on the lowest setting. You see, it's slowly becoming more of a paste. And let's get all the juice from this rhubarb puree into this bowl. I will admit there was a moment during that whole blending ordeal that I thought maybe this was a bad idea and we should have picked a drink that we didn't have to blend, or maybe I should have filmed this on a day where I didn't have allergies, but you know what? It's rustic. I'm like the pioneer woman. All right, now I gotta say, we got an impressive amount of juice out of that rhubarb, but to get all the juice we can out of this rhubarb, I'm gonna be using this thing. It's called a cheesecloth. Okay, you might have seen one of these before. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this sort of rhubarb puree and I'm gonna add it into the cheesecloth, and then we're gonna wring it into the bowl, okay? And with the magic of editing, we have this beautiful pink rhubarb juice. Look at that. How it tastes is gonna be another thing. I have no expectations of how this is gonna taste, but I'm gonna trust the recipe. Let's revisit our thyme simple syrup. So this is 17 grams of thyme, fresh thyme, and this is our now cooled off water and sugar mixture. Using our long spoon, we're gonna add it, pour it over the thyme. The thyme is basically gonna marinate the simple syrup and let it steep in the fridge for at least 24 hours. We'll see this tomorrow. We will also see our clarified rhubarb juice tomorrow. Cover this as well, also in the fridge overnight. I will see you tomorrow, and then we're gonna make our drink. It's gonna be great.